Hello, in this video we'll see how to configure an SSL connection between your client computer and Oracle's MySQL Server Workbench. First of all, need to ensure that the OpenSSL config file alt names section contains a DNS line equal to localhost. In the alt name section of the OpenSSL config file, DNS1 should be localhost. Now, we're going to create a CA private key file without a passphrase using OpenSSL. Then we're going to create a self-signed CA certificate. It can be called anything you want. I chose CA cert. Then we're going to generate a client private key file. Then we're going to sign the client cert using the CA cert. Again, you can call it something different. Next, open an instance of Notepad app as administrator, because you'll need to make changes to the file. From Notepad, we're going to open the MySQL config file called myini. It's usually in the C program data MySQL Server 8.0. That's the version I'm using. I'm going to open my.ini. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom because the bottom is going to be in the part of the MySQL section, which is the default options section. At the bottom, we're going to add 4 lines. 3 of them contain the directories of our PEM certificate files that we have created using OpenSSL. The CA cert PEM, client cert PEM, client key PEM. They start like this: SSL-CA equals, SSL-cert equals, SSL-key equals. And the 4th line is an option to ensure that the client uses SSL, which is require secure transport. And then we're going to save these changes. Control S. Now this is important. In the properties of the certificate files you are using, we'll need to add permissions for the logon account used by the MySQL service, or else the MySQL service probably won't start. So in the services, the MySQL service, if you go into that in the login tab, the account for my service is network service. So for the files that we've created, the certificate files, we're going to need to right-click, go to Properties, and add the network service account to the Security tab, and add permissions for the files that we're going to be using. Next, we're going to restart the MySQL service. click on the service, click restart. Restart it successfully. Then we're going to open MySQL Workbench and go to Database, Manage Connections. Now we need to configure a connection. Either use an existing one, or I created a new one here with a new button. In the parameters, we're going to make sure that the host name is localhost. Port is 3306. I'm using dbadmin as a username, but you might be using a different username, so enter your username here. In the system profiles, and make sure your Windows or correct operating system is set. The configuration file directory is correct. The configuration options file name is MySQLD for me. The Windows service name, make sure yours matches. Well, it's in the service window. Then we're going to go back to the connection tab, and we're going to select SSL tab. In the Use SSL drop-down, we're going to select the most secure option, which is Require and Verify Identity. Then we're going to, in the SSL CA file field, we're going to put the directory only of the CA certificate file into this field. cert.pem. And then we're going to press the test connection button. And ask you for the password. And we have successfully made MySQL connection using SSL.